Your body is 70% water, and the moon controls the tides. So, are you laughing at my spiritual stuff?
No, I didn't. I know the moons have something to do with the tides. I never translated that into the liquid composition of my own body.
Live on Facebook.
And we're live on YouTube.
Awesome. Good afternoon. Good evening.
Guten Tagen.
You know we're in Louisiana, right?
Well, yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Welcome to Road Comics Adventures.
You're kind of in frame. This, you know what? The technical aspects of what we do will forever be an issue, I think.
I think so too. I have a feeling we'll be in the rest home.
I'm not going.
Well, they probably won't let you in.
I am not.
But I can see you going, could one of you nurses pull her up in her chair? She is sliding down in her chair.
I tell you what, that is one reclining Rene'nay, Bray.
Yes, well, at least I can recline in my chair. You can't because you get hurt.
Well, it could.
I'm just saying.
That's not nice. Do you want? Oh, look, we already have someone. Who? Or is it? Maybe it's us. I don't know.
Where?
It says an eyeball one.
Oh, well, we don't know who it is. Say hi. You can comment if you would like. It might be my daughter.
Huh?
She's also, I don't think she would mind us saying this, my middle child who thinks she's the number one child, even though she's
number. But we're talking chronological order. We're not talking about,
how we feel about it.
Yeah. I have one child, and so he is number one in my heart. You have 3 children, each of which are number one in your heart. I'm not wanting to speak for you. I'm just saying.
But you are.
I am.
Because she's looking at my face going, you're going to screw this up.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah. But anyway, what I was going to say is it might be my middle child who lives in Louisville who just sent me a message that a UPS plane had crashed at an airport about 8 miles from her house, and the videos are quite startling.
This is one of those moments where, as a comic, I don't know about your mind, like as a comic, there's...
Maybe you didn't see the video.
No, I did see the video
yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, as a comic, there are certain things that come to mind. You're like, that's horrible, but it would be funny. And I've never been one who says too soon, like, oh, too soon. I've never been that person. But in this case, it appears the pilot of the UPS plane was on fire when landing at the airport. And it appears that maybe steered himself away from people and
basically sacrificed himself.
Yeah. So,
and we have 2 pilots on here.
Right.
That watch, 2 at least that I know of. You'll see a Christopher Jackson, and Chris works for an airline. He's an airline pilot. He's also somebody who's flown me to gigs before, and he's a very good friend. And I just, anytime there's any kind of airline stuff, I think about him. And also my friend Jimmy Leonard.
Right.
Jim Leonard's a private pilot. He's also taken me to gigs. He's also taken me out flying for a lot of
Well, that's why it's a rare moment for me where I'm like, any kind of potential, like, make it go down a little bit easier with humor is probably not the right thing to do.
Becky, it's Book Bag Becky saying hello.
Oh, you know what?
No, wait a second, because I got some stuff I want to say about Book Bag Becky. Becky's name is Rebecca Thompson Waits, and she's finished filling book bags. Guess what she's doing now?
Well, my guess is with the holidays, right around the corner. Is it holiday inspired activity?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Becky is filling stockings for people in assisted living, nursing homes, and for homeless children. Once again, this is a woman who spares no expense of her own money and could use some help. Becky posted the other day, if you are on here on Facebook, it's on my page, the Rene'nay Bray page. I posted her stuff. It's also posted on Road Comics Adventures Public, and I believe I posted it on yours.
And if it's not, I'll double check and I'll get it up there tonight.
And if you would like to donate, you can help her if you're in Ohio. But Becky, look how technical we're getting. You're going to be so proud of us.
Now, there's probably a way to have the social media site do this, but I don't know how. So here, I'm going to first do it for YouTube.
And these are the QR codes where you will be able to take your phone and put it up to this QR code, and you can make the donation. We'll also print it under posts on our YouTube page, and I will make sure these are posted prominently. I'm begging you. I know there are a lot of good people that watch this podcast, and if you can just donate a couple of bucks, it really makes her life so much easier, and she can help so many more people.
I'm keeping this up there only for a few moments in case you don't have your phone. Well, you have to have something handy. You can also screenshot it, or you can take a picture right off this picture, which is now on Facebook. I'll do it one more time on YouTube, and then we'll continue on. But anyway.
And we will post it under posts on our YouTube page.
So this is the information, the QR code, if you want to donate to Becky and her stocking stuffing.
Well, we can't call her stocking stuffing Sally.
Well, we could.
She's book bag Becky. I don't know what we're going to change it up to. Rocky Smith is watching. Hey, Rocky, glad to see you. Thanks for tuning in. I do want to tell you a little something else about Becky. I'm real funny about asking people who watch us to donate to anything, because you never know who's screwy and who isn't anymore.
These days?
Yeah. I grew up with Becky. She's from my hometown. We went to school together.
Northern Ohio.
He keeps telling people, even though she's from Northern Ohio, she's a Bengals fan, not a Browns fan. And I go, Flip, I'm from north of Cincinnati.
Right.
A little town called Wilmington.
Northern of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Yes. So grew up in a little town called Wilmington, which is in Southern Ohio. And Becky is a good person. If you donate money, it's going to go to the people that she says it's going to go to. And
you know what? Okay, I'm going to take just a moment out, and that's a big issue for me. Is that these days when I do anything that's of a charitable nature effort, like I always do local, because I've just been very unhappy with the money I've either donated and or the shows I've done for charity where I found out the money didn't go where it was supposed to go, or some very small percentage went where it was supposed to go.
Well, first of all, something I'd like to tell people, when we go out to do a show, most of the time we are spending our own money on gas, food, and lodging, and we get paid a set fee. We are not, who's the puppet guy? Jeff Dunham. We are not those kind of people making those kind of money. So there are times that if you and I come out even, we think we've won. We take a lot of shows that are like that.
Yeah.
But when we donate our time to go and do a show in a theater or a comedy club or civic center, anywhere we do it in the country, that's coming out of our pockets, literally. And we don't mind doing it. We like it. We just want to make sure that it goes to people that really deserve to have it.
Right.
And also, we've been shocked at the number of charities who go, no, thanks. We'd rather have a, $300 a plate or $1,000 a plate fundraising event. That's how we like to do things. Well, if that's who you are, that's okay. Then we're probably not your people.
No, I'm not going to, I don't want to throw any organization under the bus. But for instance,
I'm game for it. So go ahead.
I offered to do the first show of every week that I worked and donate the money to a charity that is supposed to have heart. It's supposed to have heart.
The Heart Association?
You draw whatever conclusions you want. I said to the organization, I said, look, I would like to do shows where, like in comedy clubs, where normally it's like Wednesday through Sunday or Thursday through Sunday or whatever, where the first show of the week was 100% donated. The door money went to that organization. And they said, gosh, we'd rather not do that. No, thanks. We're out.
And if that's the way they feel, we don't have a problem with that. Now, we got to get to some questions. First of all, Becky says she has a Facebook page called The Bags of Hope. It has teddy bears on the photo backdrop. Got it, Becky. We will put all of that on our Road Comics Adventures and on our Facebook pages tomorrow. Now we have to get to something because Rocky Smith, who's an old friend of mine.
Well, can I throw another charitable organization?
Of course, go ahead.
Under the bus. I offered to donate money from the first show of every week, every single week. I wanted nothing, asked for nothing. All I said was, let me give you money from the first show of every week. And I don't want to say which organization it was, but when I think of them, I always like to breathe in deep breaths and exhale.
The Lung Association?
I won't say who. I will not say who.
Okay.
They
turned you down.
They told me ostensibly, in not so many words, that I could go F myself.
Yes, but they wouldn't say that because part of the problem with a lot of charities is they're like, you have to be squeaky clean.
Well, they didn't even say that. They just said we
but they're afraid of comedians because some comedians have been so bad. Let me just tell you, if you're somebody wanting to do a charitable show, I will tell you that Flip and I are not insensitive and we're not ignorant and stupid. We may play it on Tuesday nights.
Yes. That I played more than just Tuesdays, but whatever.
Yeah, but we are good people and we like to do good things.
We're good people. Hey, before we get to
now, if you interrupt this part, I'm going to be pissed. Okay. We know how to behave when it's a charity show. We know it has to be cleaner.
Cleaner. E-R. Cleaner. Clean.
Is that not what I said?
That's what I was emphasizing. I was letting them know that we were on the same page. We're on the same cleaner-ish.
But we are adult people talking to other adults. And we also can't guarantee what volunteers in his show will say. So if you are interested in having a charity event and you want us to help you, we would love to help you.
We'll do what we can, schedule permitting, if possible.
There's the reason one of us is the talent and the other one is the management. Do you want to guess which one of us is which? You're going to the woodshed when this is over. So now,
are we going to Rocky or not yet?
Of Rocky.
You said you want Rocky.
My friend Rocky.
Guess what? Countdown. Oh, hey, we're back after the countdown.
We're having a business meeting. We're going to decide which talent I'm representing next Tuesday night. Actually, you are right about a few things, and that is we can't do all charity shows. However, we do try to work them into our schedule. What I'm saying is, if you're interested in doing a charity event and you would like to have Flip and I participate, whether you want his hypnosis show, whether you want us together
doing our show.
Possibly. We'll see how that goes after tonight.
But and again, I don't mean to sound uncharitable, because
yeah, let's just get out of this because we've been doing this for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. Get in touch with me. Don't talk to him because he doesn't know what he's talking about, obviously. Call me. If we can do a charity show for you, we will.
Swinging it back around. Don't forget about book bag Becky as she stuffs stockings for seniors. Ooh.
You may be back in the fold again. I may love you again.
And kids that are underprivileged. Please don't forget about book bag Becky.
And stocking stuffers for seniors. Okay. I like you again. Okay, now Rocky wants us to talk about the chicken incident yesterday.
Well, and we real quick, but Rocky just said, "Does this shirt say FO?" And it does. It says FO hypnosis.
Yeah, what's his name, Rocky? You're not a detective, are you? Flip Orley, it stands for.
Flip Orley Hypnosis. Now, this was actually designed by a friend of mine in Arizona who goes by the name Daddy-O.
And he shows up.
Yep. So it's Flip Orley Hypnosis. So, okay. So Rocky contacted you yesterday about what?
Why is everybody ignoring the chicken video that we posted?
Do we give background or no?
I'm giving background.
That's why.
Because apparently.
I was giving you the option. I brought it up.
Flip has been working really hard to make low carb friendly meals for me. So we eat a lot of chicken and everything, and
a lot of protein.
A whole lot of protein.
Yeah.
And he was working on a menu. Actually, he is going to put his cooking video out on Friday. He's starting a new cooking show that we're going to put on Road Comics Adventures called Spicing It Up with Flip. And he was doing some cooking yesterday, but the chicken thighs were frozen. Here's where this show is coming off the rail.
Okay, this requires more background.
No, because you're going to make it a 2-hour story.
No, I won't either. So I was in the mood for chicken parmesan. Renee was in the mood for a pizza. We couldn't do the pizza crust because we're doing as low carb as possible, and we couldn't do the breading and all this stuff in the chicken parm because we're going as low carb as possible. So I decided I was going to try to mix the two, and and it'll be in the cooking video, but mixed chicken breast with Italian sausage and
tomatoes, tomato paste, all kinds of spices.
And it came out really, 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 really good. It came out.
No, it's fabulous. It really is fabulous.
So then, this was a couple of days ago. Then we were talking about the carb count, and we had decided that even though it's low, it was a little bit higher than we wanted it to be. And I said, aha, I have an idea. What if I were to add more chicken thighs to what already exists? And that way we would up the protein, and then you would have less sauce per serving, and it would be the same great flavor with less carbs per serving.
So innocently, I'm sitting in the den, minding my own business as he goes to the kitchen, and he's let the the thighs sit out on the counter for a while to thaw, but he was ready to cook, and
they were hard frozen.
Yes,
hard frozen.
And what happened was he needs to get them broken up. And I see him get the hammer. And I decide, for whatever reason, to film this.
There was about 14 thighs or better in this big family pack, and they were all frozen. I didn't want to cook them all. I wanted to cook about half, but I didn't want to let them thaw. So I thought, what if I could break it up and put half back in the freezer and keep half out?
So he is breaking up the chicken thighs. Now, this is what I'm talking about, adulting. If somebody is offended by sexual innuendo, adult topics, or adult words, you're probably not going to stick around me very long. Because I did a 30-year career of nothing but sexual innuendo, and some of them weren't nearly as innuendo as they could have been. Ask Rocky, he knows. So yesterday, I see him beating chicken thighs with a hammer, and I've recorded it in slow motion. And I started laughing. Flip was so into the cooking part of this that he goes, "What are you doing?" And I had been filming for his cooking segment, so he thinks I'm filming for that. And he's all serious and everything. I'm busting up laughing, and I go, "Do you mind if I post this?" And he goes, "Now?" And I go, "Yes." And I posted it, like 15 seconds of him hitting the chicken thighs.
That's not exactly, though, how you titled it.
How did I title it, Flip? Because I'm not.
Bear in mind, all I'm thinking about is I want to add more chicken to the meal to lower the carb count per serving. That's all I care about. That's all I'm thinking about. And who am I doing it for? Who am I doing it for?
Me.
I'm doing it for the Rene'nay. Lower the carb count. So, and we'll take a step further. So I had opened up the pack of chicken thighs, and I turned it upside down.
This isn't part of this.
No, but I saw there was like that paper that they put like chicken and whatnot on, and I thought, oh my God, if I hit it with a hammer, it's not like I'm hitting the chicken, I'm hitting the paper, and so I'm not getting.
I begged you to stop. So I begged you. You just can't.
I'm not
leave it.
Well, I'm not getting the chicken contaminated with hammer shavings.
Nobody gives a shit.
They do.
Rocky wants everybody to know that I posted it, and what I said was, Flip is beating his meat.
See, I was going to keep the story going long enough for you to tell what you posted because you wanted me to say it, and I wasn't going to. I set you up to say it.
Well, and he goes, he was really beating that meat, and you were.
With a hammer. I was.
Which I would suggest to you, maybe you use something a little less.
Well, here's what's stupid. It was like this morning I woke up and I realized, oh, I have a meat tenderizer. I didn't actually need to go to the tool room and get a hammer.
But I thought it was very funny that I posted it. Will some people find it offensive? If you do, maybe. I'm sorry. Maybe. Find another channel to watch, because if you find that offensive, wait till you see some of our other stuff.
I wanted to make the meal more protein, higher protein.
Really? Do you want to go with that? Protein?
Lower carb per serving. And next thing you know, I'm being accused of abusing
yourself
meat with a hammer. But it worked. Like I was able to break it up.
I'm going to tell you, if anybody that doesn't think, is he really beating his meat, If you don't think it's funny, don't watch it.
That's okay.
But were you shocked this morning, Flip, when I go, this is funny, people will watch this, and he goes, nobody's gonna want it.
I thought it was funny. I know, well, you thought it was funny. I didn't know that people would find it funny. I have no idea. I'm telling you straight up. I have no idea.
He doesn't. Every time I go, this is going to be great, he's going, I don't know, and I don't want you to be disappointed, and I don't want you to be upset when nobody watches it. You'll be disappointed. And what happened this morning?
Well, for us, we got the kind of better numbers than we normally get. And again,
how many people watched it?
More.
He hates this part. How many
more?
We had 1,500 people had watched the video.
Where normally we'd get 100, and it was like 1,500.
Before you even got out of bed this morning, I'm sending him text messages. Look at this.
When I say I don't understand, so I posted years ago, I posted a video of me falling face first off the stage at a club in Texas. And I thought that would get a ton of views because it wasn't staged. I fell off the stage. It wasn't set up to happen on purpose. It was an accident.
Speech is our business,
It's supposed to be. So I fell off a stage at a club in Texas, and I just thought, it happened. It hurt. It was embarrassing, but I had it on video. I might as well make use of it. I thought it was going to go viral, and I'm not saying 10 million views, but I thought it would get 1,000 views.
You know what your problem's been up to this point? Yeah, you know what it's been?
What?
I'd say until 37 weeks ago when you posted stuff, you didn't have the person behind the camera snickering.
Maybe that's it. No, but you heard the entire crowd gasp. I fell off the stage and you heard the entire audience. It was horrible, but I thought it was, post worthy. And I got a few views. I thought I'd get 1,000 views.
I was in the kitchen getting sprayed with water, pretending to do a weather video. And people actually sent us mail going, I think it's horrible that you guys are predicting a hurricane and nobody else is. We're like,
yeah, we've been busted a few times with people for our mock weather reports where they're like, that's not an accurate report.
We're like, he's not wearing a shirt. He's wearing a suit jacket with no shirt. And you thought we were really doing a weather report? And you just wonder how stupid people are. And then we look at each other and go, oh, well, yeah, what are we going to do?
Let's see, what else? Do you make a mean beef stroganoff, Flip? See what I did there, Rocky? I actually pronounced it slow and steady, so we got this stroking portion of the question. I can neither confirm nor deny. I've never made you. I'll get back to you. Hey.
Hey, you know what I would like to do right now? First of all, we got Daddy-O. Nice shirt, Flip. Yep, we already covered it, Daddy-O.
Let's see. Here we go. Right there. Right there. Thank you very much, Daddy-O 911.
And speaking of shirts, I want to talk to you about my friend Steve Eric.
You have told me about Steve Eric. I've not ever met him.
Steve Eric and I go way back, even before you.
God, would you get in frame? They're there.
Well, I was so busy being here.
I'm trying to have you be in two places at once.
That's a callback to an earlier.
It was.
But my friend Steve Eric, I've known Steve Eric actually even before I met you.
So more than 35 years ago.
Yeah.
By the way, for those of you who don't know, Steve Eric had been doing comedy in Did he travel outside of Florida, or was it primarily in Florida?
Well, it was all over the country. He was a working road comic.
All right.
I met him in Louisville, and he was living in Kentucky.
Oh, okay.
And I met him when I worked at Sobel's office in Louisville. He was in with another comic. I met him. He was a great guy. Then I got to start working with him, and not only was he a great comic, but he's also a great person. He was also at one point a single dad, and has a great son, and he's an all-around good guy. And
so he still is a single dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know, he's got a long-term girlfriend and stuff.
Yes, yes. But I do. Okay, got it. Trying to get the full picture. I'm a bit of a nitpicker. Oh my God.
Known it about you since week 2.
So anyway, please continue.
A few months ago, Steve was diagnosed with a fairly aggressive form of cancer. And he's handling it with a lot of humor and a lot of grace. You will find him on Facebook under Steve Eric, Arik. I wanted to make sure I spelled it right.
A or E?
Arik, Eric.
You had said A. I was double checking because I'd never heard that spelling.
Oh, okay.
Before.
I thought
no, you were
Right.
correct. No, you were correct.
Anyway, Steve Eric has shirts for sale.
Really?
To help fund everything going on in his life. Cancer is not a cheap disease. And I want to put a link to that also on our page and help Steve out. Because I'm going to tell you, through the years, Steve's helped a lot of people. And now it's our turn to get to help him.
I'm just pulling it up. So for those of you who want to go to his Facebook page, again, I will show you how that. Steve Eric. You had said that he was known as a rock and roll comic. Is that correct?
That is correct. And I don't know anybody who's been watching us for very long or following the podcast. When we first started talking about some of the road stories, do you remember me talking about being in Myrtle Beach and working at the Dollhouse?
Yes, I do, actually.
Yeah, and for those of you that don't know, the Dollhouse is a strip club. And I didn't mind working at the strip club at all. By the way, just in case you're wondering, I did the comedy. And
you could have had a double banger.
And Steve and I were working at the local comedy club, and I said to him, we need to keep this show tight tonight because I have to leave here and go down the road because I'm doing another show at the Dollhouse. Now, Steve was a aficionado, just let's say, of the interesting stuff. And he looked at me and he goes, the Dollhouse, would it be okay if I came with you? And I said, yeah, that would be great. And he actually went with me that whole week. Steve's been a good friend for a long time. It breaks my heart to see him sick, but I'm also thrilled that the people in comedy have gotten behind him. A comedy club I don't even work, Les McCurdy's, has done huge fundraisers for him. Jody White, who is a comedian, has a t-shirt company. She's printing t-shirts for him to help raise money. Please like and follow his page. Follow his journey because he is going to beat cancer. There's no doubt in my mind. He's a good person. And deserves all the help he can get. So if you guys want to buy a shirt or something, at least send him some love and let him know you found him here.
I just did a friend request. I hope that's okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Although if he sees you're associated with me, that may not mean as much lately. I don't know.
We'll see how that goes.
No. And I'm giving you a hard time tonight just because it's so much fun.
I'm trying to cook food you like and trying to make sure that you're healthy and trying to make sure that you're watching your carb count per servings. Doing all I can for you.
Are you done whining? See, they'll give you sympathy and buy this.
The wheel of woe is me.
Wee. By the way, and this goes to my daughter Ashley too, although there's a plane accident.
Yeah.
She's watching that. If you think she's watching this,
she should.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's still the same thing.
Still the same thing. I thought it was something else. I'm trying to follow this.
Jonathan Smith, how are you?
Are you asking him?
I don't know. But do you make okay? I mean, be stroking off from Rocky. Renee's face is amazing right now. I think that's a nice compliment. On behalf of Renee Bray, we would like to thank Rocky for his comments. Jonathan Smith is asking how you're doing.
Oh, we're doing great. I'm doing great. You're doing great. How are you doing, Jonathan? And hey, it's nice to see you joining us on the podcast.
So we've talked about
Steve.
We've talked about Becky, the book bag lady. All very important. We're very serious about if you can help anyway.
Either one of them.
Both, either. But you were also talking about tonight, and again, it's early enough where people can enjoy this. There's a special moon.
Oh, well, here we go again, Rocky. Strap yourself in. It's about ready to get good again, because tonight is a full moon. It's a super moon, and guess which moon it is? Because they all have names.
Really?
Full moons have names. And this is the beaver moon.
Is it best seen in Brazil? Because no, that different locations have better vantage points than other locations. And as the beaver moon, I didn't know if the Brazilians had a really, really good view. I think it's a fair question. You never know. Thoughts?
I should have peed before. That's my thought right now. Actually, it is viewed better in North America right now.
Oh.
And it's in the sign of Taurus. Do you know what that means?
Taurus being one of the zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm. Do you know anybody that's a Taurus?
I know at least one person that I know is a Taurus. A Taurus.
Did you call that person a tourist?
I might have.
How would you define a tourist? Somebody that travels, lives in hotels, and
eats
out in bad restaurants?
It's fairly
and
accurate.
I go, oh my God, he must be talking about me.
Yeah. So you're a Taurus. Taurus.
Taurus the bull.
Taurus the bull.
And you might be in for a rough couple of days.
Oh, Daddy-O's a tourist.
Are you really, Daddy-O? When is your birthday? Mine is April 20, what?
28.
Oh, okay. I was just
oh my God, it really is a quiz?
Yeah, it was a quiz.
I don't know, it was a quiz. Wait, Leroy Fly, is everybody happy?
Oh, yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Leroy.
Daddy-O, Daddy-o, May 6th. How's that a Taurus?
Because it starts April 12th.
Oh, right. Yeah, my bad.
You thought it was just April, people. He's flipping me off. Leroy Fly is Jimmy Leonard.
Oh.
We've talked about you a lot, Jim Leonard. And actually, Daddy-o, we've talked a lot about you, Rocky Smith, a lot about you. Oh, there's Eddie Williams again. You remember Eddie.
Go ahead and pee. It wouldn't be the first time in the middle of a show.
Remember?
Oh,
Eddie?
I know the story.
Yeah.
I know the story.
Yeah, I know. Eddie, that was me. I expected it out of him. I didn't expect it out of Eddie.
So this full moon is the moon of the Taurus.
It's the moon in Taurus. And a full moon affects certain things.
Evidently,
and it gets your emotions kind of churning up.
Good or bad?
We'll see, I guess. You can report next Tuesday.
Wait, how many days in a row is this?
It's a couple of days. It's 3 or 4 days. It can last up to a week.
It's like
the effects of the full moon. Your body is 70% water, and the moon controls the tides. So, are you laughing at my spiritual stuff?
No, I didn't. I know the moons have something to do with the tides. I never translated that into the liquid composition of my own body.
You should.
No?
People go, oh, how can the moon affect you? Well, it affects the tide.
So when my body is low tide, does that mean I'm dehydrated?
If you've been eating a lot of meat. Really? Do you want to play this game on here? See, you do an occasional dick joke.
I'm starting to sweat.
I was a professional. Don't try this at home, kids. I can pretty much make a dick joke out of anything. Ask anybody on here. Ask Eddie. Ask Rocky. Ask any of them.
Where's Jeremiah when you need him?
Jeremiah will be here shortly.
So does my water pill. I don't know what that means. I'm a fan of beaver moons. Good for you, Daddy-o.
And Daddy-o, do you know what I'm talking about? Because he's over here laughing and he's getting ready. Didn't you realize I was a little crabby today?
You are always a ray of sunshine.
There are a bunch of people on here going, she must have him hooked up to some kind of electric thing where she can zap the crap out of him.
So I know next to nothing about astrology. I know when you look out into the sky in the nighttime, and if it's a full moon, I can tell, hey, there's a full moon. I didn't know they named them.
They do name them, and
Now I will tell you this: I have noticed, just sort of through observation, I've done no research, but shows seem to be a little bit more wonky on full moon nights.
Yeah, like I like live police shows, and when they're people who work in any kind of emergency, police, fire, hospital, ambulance, any first responders.
Well, the time change is really affecting me.
But it was so cute how you didn't want to yawn.
I did.
That was really sweet.
But
it makes things crazy. For example, we have a UPS flight.
Right. I'm not.
It's just like I didn't believe a lot of stuff for a long time until I started looking at it and examining things. And it's a science much like anything else.
From Eddie, Flip, you will lose a dick joke contest.
I'm not kidding. An hour and a half, and I'm not even blinking my eyes, and I'm not sweating. It's what I did. I'm not proud. Well, I am kind of
you
proud.
are.
I was really good at it. You're not like, you're a lot more sophisticated comedy than I am. But I'm telling you.
I think I spit on you. I'm sorry. That was really an accident.
Well, I know that.
You know,
let me tell you, for two people that have been doing this for an awful lot of years, I have to laugh because we don't have segues down at all.
We do segues the way I do segues. They're fairly loose and anything qualifies. Oh, there was a subject change. That must have been a segue.
Oh, I begged him today, don't take me off the rails. So now I got Rocky on here, who is a problem child. Because you can see he takes me off the rails. He's been doing it for a while. You're going to love him. Next time we're in South Florida, you're going to have to meet Rocky.
Love to.
Eddie's up in Tennessee in Knoxville.
Oh, love Knoxville.
Yeah, we're hoping to go there pretty soon. Also, this week, I've been working really hard on getting the bookings situated on our show, the Road Comics Adventure Show. Here's what I'm running into. I'm running into where I want to go to the show, to the clubs that I used to work. And one of them, not the club, but some of the people that book the club are like, well, they're looking for cleaner shows. Can you do your cleaner show? And I go, have you met me?
Yeah, we're not, again, we're not an X-rated show. I've never been X-rated. You make dick jokes, so what?
Yeah, I was at most an R. Most of the time, PG-13. And you heard that from people who brought their kids to see me.
I mean, they're classy dick jokes, you know, as it were.
Okay.
But I mean, the fact is, there are certain venues that it makes really sense when they request something clean or cleaner. If you do a fundraiser, especially for like a religious organization or a political figure, someone running for whatever kind of an office, there are moments in time, it's like based on the environment, we would really appreciate if you could keep it clean or avoid certain words.
But if I was one of your top acts that performed there, chances are you were not a clean comedy club. And if you were, you weren't for the weekend I was working there.
But even still, I'm talking about private shows, right? A public show, theaters to some degree, clubs certainly. It's like, I don't go out of my way to be dirty, but you know, I'm an adult, at least chronologically. And I'm speaking to people that are 21 and over. And so I'm going to talk about whatever things happen to come up or what's going on in my life or whatever the case may be. And when we get together and we do a show, it's going to be the two of us talking about, it's going to be basically like the podcast, but live. One stage at a time.
I got news for you. We're live now. Flip, we're live.
Yeah, we're live, but people could watch this later and it'd be recorded.
So anyway, here's my thing. I know where I have a following. So I am looking for clubs in Brevard County. I'm looking for them in Fort Myers because the club that I used to work is no longer there. It sold and I don't work with the new owners. So if you know anybody that has a comedy club there or a theater and would like to book us, call us because we're open. And then, believe it or not, we are looking at coming to, and I'm going to go ahead and say the name because she's already told me she's booking us.
Really?
We just don't have a date. We're going to be working at Kazi's Comedy Club in Newport News, Virginia. She wants our show there.
She needs our show.
She doesn't need our show. She wants to be entertained. Lorraine and I go way, way, way back. And
more than 35 years?
Yeah.
Right.
You know why we go way back? Because she called.
I'm the newbie.
You're the kind of the newbie because during that time she called a lot. I worked for her a lot.
UPS plane was headed for Hawaii. Lots of fuel on board. Very, very, very sad. Very tragic.
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor, Jimmy. If I don't know if you saw the video or not, and if you can, it does look like that pilot tried to divert to make sure he didn't go into the area where there were any people or other planes. Is that what you believed happened? Or did
we see it wrong? Read it wrong.
Read the room wrong. Because nobody was saying that. I just saw it and thought it to myself.
Right.
And I'm glad you know about that. Because I was looking at it. What are they saying over here? Oh, hey, Debbie Neisel. Friend of mine forever. Really beautiful, sweet girl.
Let's be very honest. Mostly the people that view our show, especially live, is people you know. Daddy-O, it comes from my camp of folk.
But I embrace Daddy-O.
No, of course, and I'm embracing. Hi, Eddie, I embrace you. Oh, Jonathan Smith is also from my camp. Jeremiah, if you get on, I embrace you. Debbie Neisel, I want to embrace you. Was that creepy?
Yeah.
All right. Rocky, let's embrace. I embrace you. I embrace your people. Anyway, and I'm not going to go into any detail.
I'm sorry, people.
But there's rumor that a club who's interested in booking us, and I won't say who, which club, or where, but there's rumors. There's a lot of buzz going on about it.
I've heard. There is, we do have one firm booking.
How firm?
Well, it's firm enough that.
Is it Viagra firm?
I would say it is, considering, I believe if you'll think back, I told you to put it in your calendar.
I just wanted to make it a dick joke. It's Viagra firm.
You know what? You should let the professionals handle it.
I will just be in the corner.
Well, you can handle it your way. I'll handle it mine.
Oh, there's a Pinellas County, please.
Yeah. Oh, Jimmy's saying he wants us to work. Yeah, we're actually talking.
I got it.
Oh, I didn't get it. I was like.
No, it's like, hey, how about coming to Pinellas County?
Yeah, I didn't get that.
That was my Shatner. Hey, how about coming to Pinellas County? By the way,
open with that.
Kim Knopf Hawkins says hello. Hello to you.
Hey, Kim. I'm sorry. You guys.
Kim, I embrace you.
I waited for 68 years. 68 years. This is what I got.
Yeah, you know what? You chose me.
I picked him. Yep. I did pick him. I haven't seen the video. Oh, you haven't seen the video? It's on Facebook. A guy shot it live. It looks like when he landed, an engine was on fire, or when he landed, part of the plane was on fire, and then it looks like he diverted into fuel tanks.
Right.
And I don't know. I've just been with you and Christopher enough that, I've seen Christopher make an emergency landing that time in Pinellas County. And I know that you guys just work really hard to make sure you're not around any human people. Now, back to the tour where we're going to Pinellas County. I have talked to a comedy club in Pinellas County, and it looks like we will be going there. But Firehouse?
Yeah.
Firehouse Cultural Center is a definite. We definitely are booked there.
And that'll be 2026.
Yes, March 6th.
Oh, good. All right.
March 6th. So we actually put a link to get tickets someday when they put them up.
They're not up yet, right?
No, they're not up yet. That's a definite booking, but there are other places that we are looking at. We are looking at Laugh Out Loud in Winter Haven. You already have a booking for your show, which I'm going to tell you, as much fun as we have together, you will never see another better live comic show or better comic hypnotist than Flip. The reason we have wound up together is because I remembered his act from 35 years ago. He was that good then, and he's only gotten better now. And it's my honor and privilege to actually get to manage his career. And he will be working at the historic Ritz Theater in Winter Haven, Florida.
That I'm looking forward to. That'll be fun.
And that's in April. We don't have the link for tickets yet. If you're in Mobile, Alabama, oh my gosh, this is really exciting for me because we were driving through Mobile and an ad popped up for the Crescent Theater. And, you know, I believe we are drawn to certain things. And I was drawn to this theater and I kept telling him, Flip.
Yes, Rene'nay.
I really like this place.
Well, then
there's something about it. I'm going to call them. And he finally goes, just call them and stop talking about it. And I called them. They are amazing guys. And they booked you for February 1st.
That would be a Sunday.
And guess what? It's the Sunday before Super Bowl. There is no football. There isn't anything else to do. So please, please, please. If you're in Mobile, and we put the link to the tickets up today.
By the way, Road Comics Adventures, which is Rene'nay and myself, we have a presence on Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Instagram, even X, but we don't have a website. And so consequently, what I'm doing, at least for now, is I'm doing all of Road Comics Adventures on our schedule. I'm putting that on my website. So if you want to know where I'm going to be performing, or if you want to know where we're doing shows, go to Fliporley, FLIPORLEY.com. And then under the tour schedule will be my shows, and you'll see a Fliporley live, and then it'll be our shows, and it'll be Road Comics Adventures live. So you can find either booking at that one location.
Okay, now we're going to have to be a little bit honest.
We were always honest.
I know, but I'm going to be more honest without the subtlety that I usually have.
All right.
Okay. And by the way, Kim, I knew it was Kim Current. I knew it was you, but I didn't know if you wanted to be exposed. Kim Knopf. What's her last name
Hawkins.
now? Hawkins. Is an old friend of mine from kindergarten up.
Well, I've known her since 3rd grade.
And she asked the question, when are you coming back to Wilmington?
Oh, you Kim, through no fault of your own and without knowing how or why, you just opened up a can of worms.
It's not really a can of worms, and I'd appreciate it if you'd let me just handle this.
I'm stepping back.
Okay, just because I want to do this a certain way.
Yeah.
When Flip first went out on tour and decided to have me as his manager, and we decided to switch to theaters, one of the first places I wanted to go was Wilmington. I spoke to Flip extensively about some of the things that gone on in Wilmington and some of the need they had. I talked to people at the theater there, and they seemed excited about our show. And then I couldn't get them to call me back, and I couldn't get them to schedule the show. Therefore, I have to just kind of say, you know, we were willing to come in donate our time and talents and to not even get a call back in my hometown, it's hurt my feelings. And I have other places for us to go. When in the time I was dealing with trying to book the gig in Wilmington, I could have booked 3 other shows, other places, and I'm doing him a disservice. So I would love to come back to Wilmington. I would love to come back, not to do my show, because I don't do comedy by myself anymore. I don't. It's Flip and I are doing Road Comics Adventures. But most of all, I wanted to bring a comedy talent like Flip into the theater in Wilmington because he's Class A entertainment and he wanted to come in. One of the people we wanted to help raise money for was the Wilmington Theater that you know by name. I'm not going to say him by name, but it's the theater in Wilmington. The other thing we wanted to raise money for was Becky Thompson. Becky puts her own money in. I've been one of those people that have worked for a cause and put my own money in. And it's hard. And she does it. So if you guys want to sit the theater, I don't know what to do except to talk to the people that run it and show them that we will be able to sell tickets.
By the way, can I add one more thing? That one of the things that we had discussed with them was also raising money, and correct me if I'm wrong, for the food bank.
And the food bank was another thing. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, we're not against coming to Wilmington. I want to come to Wilmington. But I don't know how much more I could beg and plead and call people. I'm willing to call people 4 or 5 times to get a booking. That's what it takes. So,
Just saying Rebecca's back on watching.
Yeah, and Becky will tell you because she tried to help with it too. So if you know some way to get them to call us, we'll be happy to work them into a tour, but I'm not calling and begging anymore.
Well, you're welcome in my book to come back anytime. Miss you.
Oh, you're sweet. I miss Wilmington too. The last time I was home, we were getting my mom into assisted living, and they were closing everything down. Everything closed down right in the middle of my mom going into assisted living was COVID and the COVID shutdown. So I didn't get to see anybody. Plus it was cold, and you know how I am in the cold.
You're not the biggest cold weather fan.
No, and I was a smoker then. So I would have to go outside to smoke. Oh, yeah, it wasn't pretty.
I would not have wanted to be around you.
No, it wasn't fun. But I'm a non-smoker now for 37 weeks.
Yep.
Look at me. I had a hard time with 7.
37.
All right. So now, and this is just basically, this is real life stuff that entertainers go through. So,
And when I said a moment ago, like kind of open up a can of worms, I didn't mean that as ugly as it might have sounded. All I was saying is that we really made a valiant, I think, effort for Rene'nay to go back to her hometown, to see friends, but most of all to do a show and hopefully do a fun show that people would really enjoy, as well as having the opportunity to raise money for some good causes. And we were just a bit surprised that there was enthusiasm, and then they just never returned a call after that. It was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, and I want to leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm done. But
okay. Yeah. So if they call, I'll be happy to go up there. And it may sound funny that I tie going back to Wilmington with work. But if you look at our schedule, we don't go anywhere if we're not working there, because we've done over 8 that I moved here the middle of July.
Correct.
And since then, we've already traveled over 8,000 miles.
Also correct.
8,000 miles is a lot on your body at our age. We are not kids anymore.
Dude, 8,000 miles is a lot when you're 22.
Yeah. And we're doing a lot of traveling. Quite honestly, my idea of a vacation is being here in the den on the sofa.
Right.
Not watching movies and napping.
I've told people I started touring because I'm a tourist.
Nice callback.
Thank you.
You're really shitty at segues, but your callbacks are really exceptional.
I started touring in my early 20s. I started getting on stage at 18, but I started touring in my early 20s. And at that point, I suddenly realized like I had zero interest in traveling places for anything other than work. But once I got to a place as I was working, I would, visit with friends and sightsee because I was already there. Anyway, so I'm with Rene'nay on this. I don't travel places just to go places. I usually tie it in with some other reason, and in most cases, if not all cases, to do shows. I call it a two-banger.
Yeah, and honestly, we didn't do, and I can't speak for him because we went 35 years and never saw each other. In case you don't know our story, we met 1 week, worked together, and then 35 years later reconnected.
January 1990.
We worked together.
Yes.
And he finally calls me back February 16th, 2025.
Well, as it turns out, the Rene'nay changed her phone number and only sent it to me in early February 2025, sent her new phone number. So oddly enough, I got the email and I called her within moments, demonstrating that had I had the number, I'd have called immediately a long time ago.
I'm flipping you off in my head. And flipping you off is not a euphemism, just so you know. But back to the thing. I never got to sightsee or do any of that stuff. I never did any of it. I was too busy traveling and working.
Here's from your friend. Do it at RNL Hotel and Convention Center outside of town. Talk to Larry Roberts Jr. January 1990. Odadio was in South Korea.
Yeah, apparently so was Flip's phone.
Well, it was being made at the time.
Hey, thanks. You know what? Leroy Fly.
You know what? I'm going to take a screenshot of that.
Would you do that for me, please?
Yep.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to call him tomorrow because Ohio actually fits our trip because we are going to be in Smyrna, Tennessee there's my friend Dennis Surface. I went to school with Dennis Surface too. Hi, Dennis. I'm so glad to see you. Thanks for showing.
Does your whole school watch the podcast? Well, you don't come from a big town.
No, the town was 10,000 that I grew up in. We're a loyal. See, this is what I told you. This is why I wanted you to meet all these people. They're good, solid, wonderful, nice people. And that's why when I couldn't get into the theater, I couldn't believe it because I thought we would sell out. When we did the Witty Women of Wilmington, you heard me fall all over that, didn't you? Yeah. Witty Women of Wilmington show. It's funny because everybody says, "Oh, you should be the clean show," because I was a little bit churchy.
I heard early on.
Yeah,
I heard early on there was
and they go, people are not going to like it.
There was a metamorphosis.
Yeah, I'm kind of not like that anymore. And it's funny, we only sold like 300 tickets to the clean show that was early in the day. The nighttime show that was the dirty show, it sold out. Actually, I thought the mayor from Wilmington was going to have to sit on my mom's lap.
Wow, that would have made it the really dirty show.
Yeah, it could have been. So, we avoided that at all costs because I was afraid it was bad enough that they were going to run me out of town. I didn't want to have to take my mom home with me. So, So thank you, Jimmy, because I will call Larry. If you know him, let me know if it's okay if I use your name or if I just should call him.
So I don't have a sponsor for this week, but I don't. But we used to do mock sponsors in the past. And so I can't be 100% sure, but I think that in future episode 24, there's a good chance that at some point I'm going to bring back sponsors because I miss doing them and they were fun. I don't have one now.
You know why they were fun?
No.
Because they terrorized me. Because he would never tell me. And a lot of times when you were doing this I was still in Orlando. See, the cool thing was when we used to do the podcast, we had not been in the same room together for 35 years. So when we were doing the podcast, at least it was better than being on the phone all the time, which is what we were trying to run this business on the phone. Plus, you became my best friend like within hours of the first phone call.
Oh, I did the wrong thing. I tried to use a function that we're not allowed to use.
What did you
do? No, I was going to show.
Do you have any idea, people, how many times I go, what did you do? What did or here's another one. What did you touch?
No, there was a button that said show comments on stage, and I thought, well, I'll show comments on stage, and then it said you're not able to because we have the wrong. We're using the less than.
We're using the free version.
Yeah, it's a free service. So you have to pay for a fee to get the premium.
Herein is your sponsor. Mind mints, the only mints that freshen your breath and your subconscious.
Pop one before your next session. Your mind will thank you later.
Well, he's got brain pills that he uses.
I seem to talk about this a fair amount, but it's not my fault. In my defense, you just brought it up.
I know because there's not a show that we don't hardly talk about this. My mind
is sharp as a tack. I am at the top of my game. It's a steel trap in there. I got it going on.
You were beating chicken with a hammer yesterday. I have pictures of you in a box in Costco. But here we go.
Well, hitting the chicken.
Here's the wheel of excuses.
Well, no, it's not an excuse. Well, hitting the chicken with a hammer, I was successful. My goal was achieved. I achieved success. I beat the hell out of the chicken. I beat the meat hard. And I was able to break it into the pieces I wanted and was able to cook them for a delicious lunch.
I just want to do a little survey here if we can, because I don't know how many of you are watching on Facebook right now. Can you tell?
3.
Oh, there's more than 3 watching.
Well, it says 3, and then this says 2, and I think that's 5.
Okay.
You know why I know that? Brain power.
Yeah, well, you see that Daddy-O thinks we need a mind mint. Maybe you don't know this, Daddy-O.
He does.
He's a hypnotist, so he is my mind mint.
Ooh. No, but I take.
that one. The survey I was going to take. I was going to say.
I take the little blue pill. That's my brain pill.
Thank God. I'd hate to see you without it. I'm just saying. I'm already in the stores with you going, don't touch everything. Don't touch that. What are you doing? Where are you going? What did you do?
This is from the woman who was moonwalking through Albertsons, the grocery store, yesterday.
But
2 days ago.
No, it's day before yesterday,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah, it was Sunday. Sunday morning. I was with the church girl. And
Yeah.
I was just, well, because you were pushing the cart and I was having to walk backwards. And I was also beeping like you're supposed to.
Cannot stand when people back up and they don't make the noise. I tell them too, make the noise.
Beep, beep.
You've heard me do that, right?
No.
You've never heard me tell people to make the noise?
No, I was just doing it because I was in a world all by myself. But here's the survey I wanted to ask you. You people seem very normal, except for the fact that you actually turn this on and watch it. How many of you would go, hey, if Rene'nay and Flip decided to do a Thanksgiving dinner and it was right in our neighborhood and they invited us to their house, we would love to go to their house. Now, put 1 if you think you'd like to come and spend a holiday at our house because we're that much fun. Or print 2 if you go, oh, we're not getting that close to you too.
Can I clarify a little bit?
That we're not inviting them to our house.
This is not an invitation. We think y'all are amazing. Thank you for watching. We're not doing a big party.
No, we're not doing any kind of a party. Actually, if we do anything, we're going to visit my aunt. Correct?
If we do anything, but
we also might have some family stuff with
my son.
With
so there's that.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Becky, the book bag lady, won.
Oh, yeah, because she's crazy too. She does all kinds of crazy stuff. She'd come. But do we look like we'd be fun to hang out with, or is it number 2? And I use number 2 specifically. Do you just go, I think they're a little crazy?
Daddy owes a 1. He also said, damn, we had the tickets already booked for Thanksgiving. Yikes. I hope they're refundable. And also, that you are not the only person that has beat the chicken with a hammer. And Daddy, I don't know if you mean that literally, or if it's a euphemism, or if you really mean it. Because I'll tell you what, beating frozen chicken with a hammer is wildly, wildly effective.
But let's tell the truth, too.
It's effective.
Yeah. He wound up beating the chicken with the hammer.
Where are you headed? Where the hell are you headed?
It's fun to see somebody else's face look like that. It's not mine. I just think it's funny because all of a sudden you're a little scared.
No, I'm not scared. I'm just a little curious.
I heard your colon tighten up a little bit. Like you're like, I don't know where she's going.
No, it's because I thought it was the right time for Kegels.
So here's the thing. Flip has a fire or smoke alarm in the house that is no longer the one that we use or the system that is monitored, but they had never been removed. And occasionally the batteries get low and you still have to replace it, even though you're not using them.
But we do have smoke detectors that are working, are monitored. I just want to make sure that people know we're not stupid.
I don't give a flying
got it.
thing. Who cares?
Okay.
What's funny is they think I'm the nice one. And this is the little kind of conversations where they go, oh, maybe not. And didn't he have a black eye like episode 3?
How people think you're the nice one is baffling.
So, one of these smoke alarms, and there are apparently 2 or 3 of them in the house, had started beeping the other day. Occasionally. And then the beeps got closer and closer together. And I mentioned to him, hey, something is beeping. And he goes, fire, smoke detector, blah, blah, blah. Losing my mind over this. I got to figure this out. So he is on YouTube.
I spent the entire day yesterday. I wasted a day. completely wasted day.
No, you didn't. And I appreciate a man that goes, I'm going to get this taken care of, because it was driving you out of your mind, and it was getting on my nerves a little bit.
Dane Bramage. See, Dane Bramage.
What does that mean?
Brain damage. It's almost Pig Latin, but not really.
Okay. Anyway.
I didn't write it.
So the more YouTube videos he watches, and then he goes to the control panel and looks, the madder he gets. Then he starts calling people that he knows. And the one guy calls back and goes, wow, man, I haven't worked for the company for like 11 years.
He worked for the company that actually put the alarm in, so I thought he may be a good resource.
So Flip has been wanting to beat something with the hammer all day yesterday, and finally the poor chicken got it.
I wanted to beat the hell out of the control panel that is no longer monitored, no longer used, no longer working, but it just beeps. So you see the wall behind me, like I do occasionally alter the look of my house. So I was going to hit the control panel off the wall with a hammer, but I didn't want to do it, but I knew I was inching closer to doing it.
And as you can imagine, I was a little startled and concerned.
Anywho,
okay, I was sitting on the couch laughing
your ass off
and going, you can't beat up the smoke detector.
Oh, contraire.
So anyway, he worked until he fixed it. And he goes, look, there's not any two wires connected anywhere in this control panel anymore. But then he looked a little disappointed.
I felt unfulfilled.
And then he looked at the chicken. And when he looked at the chicken the way he was looking at it, I go, oh.
I had a gleam in my eye.
You did. And thank God I had the good sense to videotape it.
That was the unnecessary part.
No. And then I showed it to him and I go, here's how I'm going to tag it.
Yeah.
And he goes, really? Me again? Well, you had me moon walking in Albertsons and you missed it because you were buying the chicken. Am I right?
Shut up.
Oh, anyway, we adore you guys for listening to this. As you've seen it, tonight's kind of the way I think I visioned the show from the beginning. Some funny, some serious. I like it that you guys have learned from this video some of the stuff we go through as entertainers. Because whether you go out to your local pub and watch a band that comes in there, just a local band or whatever, it isn't always as easy as we make it look. Getting to the stage is what fuels us, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, some of it nice and not so nice. Wilmington, I will be taking Jim Leonard's advice.
Suggestion. Yeah.
And we'll be working on that tomorrow.
Here's the deal. I'll be very, very honest about that. I'm honest about everything, but I'll be candid. I don't love the business of show business. I like being on stage. I like performing. I like going to different towns. I love meeting different theater directors and hanging out with other comics. I don't love the business. I think it's kind of challenging. And then also the actual travel, it's very cumbersome, whether you're driving or flying. And so, yeah, by the time we get where we're going and we get showered and we put our stage clothes on, all people should see and all they do see is just the person getting on stage to do a show. There's a lot that goes into it. This is not whining or me saying that you should feel sorry for entertainers. You shouldn't.
No, we pick what we do and we love it. I would not change my life for anything.
Yep.
And what does it say to you that June 14th, 2019, I said, I'm never doing this again. And by that, I meant I did my last stage show. I didn't ever want to travel again. Actually, it's hard to get me to go to the grocery store, let alone any farther than that, because I spent most of my life in a car until a crazy hypnotist came along, and I decided rather than buy a goat farm, I was going to go back on the road. And now we're doing comedy together, and I'm managing his career, and I haven't ever been happier in my life.
Yeah, it's been a great 2025. Well, and back at you. So before this turns into a Lifetime movie.
Oh, maybe you haven't seen Lifetime. They do not have a caution, parental guidance.
That's a good call. Anyway, you know what? We're on for an hour 25.
Wow.
You ready to go ahead and sign off?
I suppose.
Right.
But we are thankful for you very good and sweet people. Please, if you haven't liked and subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. That helps us a lot. Also, if you haven't gone to Road Comics Adventures Public and started following our page, please do, because right now I have 3 Rene'nay Bray.
Well, by the way, Road Comics Public is on Facebook, just because we're on different platforms. So that one's Facebook.
But I have 3 Rene'nay Bray Facebooks, and I want to get rid of them and just do Road Comics Adventures.
So maybe if you're on any of the Rene'nay Brays, maybe you'll kind of migrate over to the Road Comics.
I thought you were going to say transition.
Ooh, that'd have been better.
There you go.
So anyway, we are out. We do this almost every Tuesday, almost always 7 Eastern, 6 Central.
Daddy-o time, you're on your own.
Daddy-o time is now Mountain Time, and that is 5 Mountain.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah, because I know Arizona, they don't change.
All right.
So with that, we're headed out. Thank you so much.
And look for spicing it up with Flip on Friday or Sunday. And I just want you to know he has a beautiful little intro to his show.
That was made by none other than the Rene'nay Bray.
I'm trying.
The Rene'nay Bray. We're out. We never know when this is going to end. I'm going to do YouTube. She's going to do Facebook. And we're going to say adios, y'all. Bye. Heading out now.